is a sport known and played all over the world, and this popular sport started right here in Western Massachusetts. To learn more about the game and its start, we headed over to the International Volleyball Hall of Fame in Holyoke to get a little history lesson. We met up with Executive Director George Mulry, who taught us everything we needed to know about the start of this sport and where it is now.
Volleyball kind of evolved from this local game to something incredible for the entire world. William G. Morgan is the inventor of volleyball. He was born in Buffalo, New York, and he actually went to Northfield Mount Herman. And while he was there, he met James Naismith, and Naismith, as we all know, invented basketball in 1891. And so Naismith found Morgan and recruited him to go to Springfield College, actually to play football. And while he was at Springfield, he learned a lot about YMCAs, about training, and so got an offer to come to Holyoke and be their physical education director. So while he was in Holyoke, he was trying to find different ways to sort of work out what's a good way for a businessman on his lunch hour to still get some exercise. And so he came up with volleyball, and he just borrowed from any sport that he could think of. He took the net from tennis, he took the ball from basketball, he took using the hands from handball. He took 9 innings was actually one of the first rules in the game, so it was similar to a baseball game, and the rest was sort of history after that.
After the invention, the sport was spread through missionaries, the World Wars, and Morgan distributing rule books.
The basic start of it was really through William Morgan and the YMCA, where he was able to get it out to all the other physical education directors in the country just through rule books, and said, here's something that we're doing, you might think it's interesting, why don't you try it out? And from there, it just absolutely took off.
Volleyball has changed a lot since it was first invented, but Mulry says he doesn't think the inventor would mind a bit.
I think if he can see how much joy that his little idea brought to everybody throughout the entire world, I think it can't help but humble you and make you feel good about that.
As far as beach volleyball is concerned, Mulry says its history is a little harder to pin down.
1927 in Santa Monica, California, that was where they think one of the first beach volleyball games went on, and Hawaii at the Outrigger Canoe Club will also say that they had the first one a few years before that.
Wherever the first beach game was played, Mulry says playing this type of volleyball is a little difficult here in Western Massachusetts.
And it's just the climate that makes it difficult because the seasons are so short. People that do play beach volleyball or sand volleyball love to get it in during the summertime, but trying to do that anytime other during the year, it's just not going to happen in New England.
But people in Western Mass can play indoor volleyball just fine. In fact, Mulry says it's a sport anyone can play.
Volleyball can be played by anybody through the entire world. They have it set up for all different levels. Youth volleyball right now is huge. There's been a big push at the grassroots level to do volleyball, indoor, outdoor, just lower the net and let people have fun. So it's great.
Since it was first invented, volleyball has become the second most popular team sport. And to honor the man who created it, Morgan was the first inductee in the Hall of Fame. After Morgan, 112 inductees from 21 different countries have been awarded, proving that this local invention has truly made it big. And Mulry says it's a great honor for Holyoke to be famous for it.
It's our chance to show off, and Holyoke has a great history aside from just volleyball, and to have people experience just everything that Holyoke is about. It's a tremendous opportunity for us and the city of Holyoke to really show off to the entire world what we're about. I think the absolute best quote that we have ever received was in 2011 from Vladimir Grbić of Serbia, where he said, getting inducted into the Volleyball Hall of Fame and being on these hallowed grounds is like falling in love, and you just can't explain it.
It's been years since Morgan invented volleyball, but the game still lives on, and players all over the world are grateful for his idea.